Captain by a hook with a red beard. Captain by a hook.
With the red beard. How are the hell are we doing? Man, Wednesday, baby. Hump day! About 30 hours, 36, 35. If you want to get specific, do your own damn math. Away from kicking off the NFL season, baby. And according to power rankings, NFL experts wonder if we will have a first-time champion this season. Mathematically, there's 12 teams that never won a Super Bowl. Only one of them have a chance. Keeping it in the NFL, baby. Giants, the New York Football Giants. Head coach Brian Daboll confirms to the media that he will be taking over play calling duties. This coming about 5 days before the first game. He's probably been behind the scenes working on this for a while. Anyway, in 4 weeks, we'll know exactly who to blame. Back to college. Headline reads, "Don't blame DJ, blame Mike Norvell for the fall of Florida State football." Well, I watched the games. I blame both. Oh. And the other 70 players and coaches. Blame them all. Blame them all. Ray Gun, viral break dancer, quotations, if you can call her that, finally speaks out, apologizes. You need to apologize to your mother. And lastly, Major League Baseball. Shohei Ohtani gets a warm, cheerful welcome from the Anaheim fans, including one guy in particular. Ohtani says he was thankful after a special return to Anaheim. Even more special, catching up with his old bookie. All right. There's no space for that kind of joke on this show. It's Captain by a hook, baby. With the red beard, I'm Rowan Donaghy, a.k.a. Rowan Dobbs, going live on a fantastic Wednesday. Having a blast here with you. Got a plethora. That is a lot. A plethora. A lot of baseball bets tonight for some reason. Ended up with 8 bets on the Diamond. Might try to cut that down to 4 or 5. One game in the W. Cannot wait to talk about it. 2 rookie sensations going at it. Rakia Jackson and everybody's girl, Caitlin Clark. Fever clinch a playoff spot last night. Cannot wait to talk that. We got about 15 days left in this WNBA season. Oh boy, has it been a good one. Other news across the diamond. Schwarber hits 3 bombs last night, and they needed every piece of it. 10-9 win for the Phillies. And Francisco Lindor, 30th home run last night, 32nd or 33rd game in a row, getting on base, 15-game hit streak. They're saying he's in the MVP conversation. Ohtani's minus 2,000. Lindor's plus 700. Don't think he got enough time to make that one up. Francisco. But anyway, baby, let's jump into some WNBA action to start off this beautiful Wednesday show. This is Captain by a hook. Excuse me. Jump over to last night's games real quick. The Seattle Storm hold off the Connecticut Sun late. Sun um, made a pretty dang good comeback in the fourth. They were down about 14, ended up coming back, making it a game. Down 5 with about a minute left, ended up losing by 7. WNBA. The books was disrespecting her yesterday. I should have took it. They gave her overall as 14.5. She dropped 26 in vintage WNBA fashion. Some told me take Alyssa Thomas under. Coming back from an injury. I didn't. Should have. Dejanay Carrington, she scores 9 with 7 rebounds. Boy, she cannot get a call. And Brianna Jones, she had 21 points in a losing effort. Seattle Storm, led by Skylar Diggins-Smith and Jewel Lloyd. Diggins-Smith with 18, Lloyd 17. Gabby Williams, the newcomer, 11, and Eka Obenwake, Madam President, she scores 14 points in the win for the Storm. The Storm. Skylar Diggins-Smith said in postgame, yeah, we know we already got the playoffs clinched, but we're playing for seeding, home court. And this is after the announcer ignorantly. It was the dumbest announcer I ever heard in that WNBA game last night. And I am sorry. I hate to call people out. There's like 2 minutes left, down 5. Connecticut's coming down the court. All you hear is Connecticut Sun. Think they'll be looking to score here. You you think they're trying to score on offense? Yeah, no shit. Anyway, Seattle walks away with the win. With the win now. Mystics 90, Wings 86. Those dang Wings, man. They play competitive against everybody. They beat good teams, and then they just lose to the Mystics. I said, ain't that about a biscuit? You lose to the Mystics. Satua Sabale, 3 for 11. Bad game for her, 12 points, 8 rebounds. Natasha Howard, 14 points. And then the pair, the dynamic duo, Taria McCowan. She had 20 points and 13 rebounds in the loss. Enrique Obenwale, she went 2 for 9 from behind the arc, ended up with 21 points herself. And Kalani Brown off the bench with 10. Man, everybody kind of chipped in for this Mystics team led by Emily Exler. She had 19 points to lead the way, also with 10 rebounds, a double-double for her. Aria Atkins had 14. And Julie Van Loo, one of my favorite names in the game, she had 11 along with Shatori Walker-Kimbrough, also had 11. As the Mystics beat the Wings, trying. They're trying. The sky's helping them. Chicago's 7 straight loss last night to the Las Vegas Aces. Asia Wilson with 30 points in that game as the Sky lose 7 in a row. They've been holding on to this last playoff spot for about 3 months. And that's the only spot left open. Luckily for the Sky, the Dream also lost last night. But now with the Mystics winning, they're only 1 game back. Dallas is only 2 games back. Chicago, 11 and 22, barely holding on to this last spot. 2 of 8 in their last 10, but losers of 7 in a row. Boy, oh boy, are they missing Chinity Carter, Chinity Carter, Chinity Carter. Um, Jackie Young with 15 for the Aces. Asia Wilson, just maybe the greatest of all time, honestly. I mean, in my opinion, you got Lisa Leslie, Asia Wilson. I mean, let's just, I know. I know. I watched them all. Trust me. Trust me. Trust me. I've been watching the league since 97. I can't tell you how excited I was as a kid flipping through channels in the summertime in 97 and finding a basketball game. I didn't care if it was women. I was into it. and followed it ever since. Tiffany Hayes, finally, not finally. I love Tiffany Hayes. I didn't mean to say finally like that. I've been waiting for her to get her 20-point game. I've been waiting for her to get more consistent. She went 8 for 12 from the floor, 3 for 5 from behind the arc. 20-point game for the Tiffany Hayes. A beautiful game. Chelsea Gray doing what she should do best, passing the rock. 13 points, 10 assists for the point guard. Chicago Sky, Angel Reese, another double double, 12 points, 16 rebounds. Uh, they just need some help, man. Dana Evans tried to give it to him off the bench with 13. Cardoso with 14. Michaela Einware, sorry. I really am sorry. I truly apologize. I don't know how to say anybody's name. It's not just you. I mess up everybody's name. She had 15 on the night. Lindsay Allen, need you to get more aggressive. 0 points, 3 assists. Somebody's got to step up, and nobody's stepping up in the absence of Chinity Carter, Chinity Carter. But man, oh man, oh man, Chicago. I want to see y'all in the playoffs. But honestly, Atlanta will be a fun team to see in the playoffs as well. And hell, if Washington sneaks into the playoffs, I'm just gonna say this: wow, they started off 0 and 12. Wow. It's funny because in the preseason, I was like, this Washington team pretty good. 0 and 12. And now you're one game back from still in a playoff spot. Um, man, it's crazy. Atlanta, Washington, Dallas, all 4 and 6 over their last 10. Phoenix, they secure a playoff spot last night as they beat the Dream. 8-point win there at home for the Mercury. Kalia Copper, straight dog, bro. 28 points. Griner, she dropped 16 and 8. Diana Taurasi, the dinosaur, she scored 13 and had 5 assists as well. Still playing 31 minutes a game is. That woman's 42 years old, bro. I've been looking up to that woman and watching her play ball my whole life. 10 years older than me, 9 years older than me. I can barely play in rec leagues at 33. She's out there hooping with the best of the best at 42. Shout out to her, man. Um, Ryan Howard gave it all she got. She ended up with 31 points last night, trying to lead this team to victory. Tina Charles, the legend. She had a double double, um, 2 dozens, dozen rebounds, a dozen points, 12 and 12 for her. Beautiful game. Alicia Gray, 4 for 12 from the floor. She ended up with 9 points. And I mean, Jordan Canada had 7, but gonna need some more scoring. Gonna need some help. You only put up 66 points, and Ryan Howard has 31 of them. We're gonna have to spread that thing around, round and round, round and round. Tonight on the schedule, one game. You get Indiana Fever taking on the Sparks Fever at home, -12. Huge number, but honestly, I'd lay it. I think it's gonna be like a 102-70 game. I think it's gonna be a 30-point game. I'm not even. The Sparks have no offense. They struggle to score 65 or more. The Fever just have one of the best offenses in the league now that everybody's clicking. Kelsey Mitchell's been dropping 30-point games. Caitlin Clark's been dropping 28 and 10. Leah Boston kind of needs to get going, but with the guard play and the fast pace, they really just been kind of Xing her out the game. They're not letting her post up and give it to her. She's getting her points off of pick and pops, pick and rolls. But I love the way the Indiana Fever's playing. I think they win this game by 30. Fever, -12. Hey, take it or leave it. Underdogs on top. Um, but man, you got 7 out of the 8 teams already locking up their playoff positioning. Phoenix clinching it. Just excited Diana gets I know they're not really talking about it. They're kind of hinting at it. She hasn't said anything, but everybody's kind of expecting her to retire. It'd be dope to see her go out at least after a playoff game. I hate to see the Legends when it's like a week left in the season and they're on their little just looking around like, dang, I'm not even gonna make the playoffs. But Chicago, y'all need to holler at Kanye West. Wake up, Mr. West, Mr. West. Y'all need to wake up. Wake it on up now. Ooh. Let's jump over to the diamond real quick before we look at the college football slate ahead. I also want to see if any lines are moving in the NFL. It's getting about that time. A lot of the sharps had their money in the last 2 weeks. This week we're getting to a lot of the just regular old people um, putting their bets in. They're like, oh snap, NFL is this week, huh? Uh, man, I'm in 2 pick'em leagues trying to get that money. 2 fantasy leagues trying to get that money. And of course, I'm gonna be I bet about 80 futures if you watch Thor Bleep and Dart at it. Wah, 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 wah. But anyway, any day, anyhow, oh, wow, wow. It's Captain by a hook, baby. By a hook. Captain by a hook, baby. By a hook. The Braves, they end up winning last night. The Mets, excuse me. Those Metropolitans, half game back, winners of 6 in a row. I feel the magic. It's so nerve wracking. I can't even look. I didn't check the scores last night till about 10 o'clock, and I was hoping it was over. I didn't want to come in. It was like the bottom of the ninth, 3-2, 2 outs. I ain't want to sweat out nothing. I ain't want to, nah. Let me just see if they win or loss, bro. Let me just see. Um, should have put my Mets hat on, man. We riding Metropolitans. If for those that don't know, my second team behind the White Sox, who have the White Sox this season. I'm not exaggerating. Worst record for their franchise ever. This is the worst White Sox team we have ever seen, going back to 1909, '07. And also, you have to go back to the 1800s to find a team this bad. They're 5-45 over their last 50 games. You can't find a streak worse than that in the last 100 years. Also, it's not even like they're being competitive. They're getting that turkey dog whooped out there. 13-3, 9-0. I mean, I'm going to be honest with you. I was about to promote violence. I'm not going to do that. It's 2024. You can't joke about that. You can't tell the front office to go try on some cement shoes, and once they dry, see if they float. You can't do it. But man, oh man, watching this Mets Braves race down to the finish will be fun. I know they're gonna see each other at least once, maybe twice this month. I have to look ahead at the schedule. Boston, the Red Sox, at the expense of Boston, the Mets are, losers of 4 in a row. Kansas City, 4.5 games above them. Kansas City holding on to the last wild card spot. Last week I said Kansas City's gonna win the division. They're gonna catch the Guardians and pass them. Since I said that, Kansas City Royals have lost 7 in a row. They went from tied with the Guardians for the division to 5.5 back. Guardians, winners of 3 in a row. Those two teams face off later today. And man, I hate to do it, but that Guardians plus 116 is calling my name. Seth Lugo? More like, Seth, you gonna let up a bunch of runs. I can't believe the Royals did that to me, bro. Don't go breaking my heart. They said they couldn't if they tried. I mean, hot ham. Orioles, they take back to the control of the AL East after the Yankees fall to a walk-off home run to the Texas Rangers. The Rangers, Wyatt Langford, rookie, gets a walk-off grand slammeroo. Shout out to him doing the damn thing. Baltimore, winners of 3 in a row. Yeah, they're playing the White Sox. All right, all right. I already went off on the White Sox. We don't need to bury him. I wish we could bury him. Bury him alive. All right. Whoa. Whoa, this is a family show. I'm not going to stand for any of those jokes here. Orioles, winners of 3 in a row. I guarantee they'll be winners of 4 in a row after they slap the White Sox around a little more. It's crazy because this is the dullest playoff run as far as teams maybe still in a spot. Nobody's really in contention to steal any division. I mean, the only one that's left competitive is the Orioles and the Yankees. Both of those teams, whoever wins the division, will end up as a wild card. Same thing with the Central. Twins 4.5 back from the Guardians. Royals 5.5 back from the Guardians. But as far as wild card positioning goes, all of these teams are very comfortable. Royals 4.5 game lead. Twins with a 5.5 game lead. It could happen. But the Red Sox last 4 games scored 5 runs, all 4 games combined. So they don't want it, but it could happen. Also, Red Sox, this is a funny stat, +0 run differential. Sheesh. Sheesh. And then after the Mets, you got the Cubs 4.5 back, Cardinals 5.5 back, Giants 7.5 back. Again, all of this could happen. But I definitely think it's coming down to the Mets or Braves for that last NL playoff spot. And I think we're locked up in the AL. Royals at some point are gonna win a game. Excuse me, and get back on track. All right. Showing my age. Excuse me. But man, man, man. We'll get back to baseball in the bet segment. Like I said, I got 8 bets for you. 8 of them. I know. I know. I thought I was crazy when I did it. I said, hold on now. Let me hold on. Let me think this through. I did it. 8 bets. Let's look at college football. Gonna look at some college football right here on Captain by a Hook. I want to just breeze through the NFL just to see if any lines have moved. Um, got a little surprise for you guys tomorrow when it comes to NFL content. Uh, my guy, he'll be back. If you know the show, you know the show. If you know, you know. Back for football season, baby. Um, what's what's the best thing you can do when trying to bet football? Find a guy, played football at the collegiate level, knows the game, and is a good bettor. Great combination. Uh, can't wait till tomorrow. Bringing back my guy JCP for the football season. We're gonna do Thursdays this year instead of Fridays. Works better for both of our schedules, and he'll be able to give you the Thursday night football picks. It'll be a fun one. You said you got some Funyuns? No, I did not say I had some Funyuns. College football, baby. Pretty good slate for week 3. I'm not going to go through all games. I'm going to go through the games that I bet. We can talk all games more on Friday before we get to it. But Texas, they're taking on Michigan in Michigan. And you'll give me a touchdown and a hook all over this Michigan Wolverines team, +7.5. I like that bet a heck of a lot. I said a whole heck of a lot. Michigan +7.5. Tempted to take the +245 on the money line. I know Texas is a great team. I think this Michigan team is underrated. I know they didn't really play anybody last week, and I know they didn't really do anything special. What was it? 20-point win. They were 21.5 point favorites, 20.5 point favorite. I don't think they lose this game by more than 4 if they lose. And Texas is lucky. They got this game in September instead of October, which I mean, of course, they're not in the Big Ten. But it's cold up there. Not yet, so they good. But I'm just saying. I don't know. Home team plus 7.5. Yeah, I gotta take it. I mean, I might be a little biased, but this is a good team, man. I also see them running the ball, slowing the game down. They got a solid defense. Uh, Michigan plus 7.5. Love it. The other bet I love, Iowa taking on Iowa State. This is gonna be a low scoring game. The total set at 35 in the hook. Wow, 35 in the hook. Iowa State and Iowa. Iowa at home. Minus 2.5. Something seems fishy, but I'll take it. Taking the bait. Give me minus 2.5 on Iowa, baby. College football bets for week 2. Give me Iowa minus 2.5. Taking on Iowa State at home. Again, a home team. You're not going to push it to 3. You're going to give me the 2.5. Uh, win or lose. It's like taking candy from a baby. It's just an easy decision to make that bet on my end. And then I am going to lay one big favorite. Saturday night. This line probably moved. It didn't move. Wow. Let's get this thing moving. Let's get it moving. Alabama at home taking on South Florida. I still think they're trying to prove points in every game. Should have took the minus 32.5 last week. I forget what they ended up winning by, but it was a whole heck of a lot. I think the same thing happens this week against South Florida. I think we're looking at a 40, 50 point game. Give me Alabama at home minus 30 and the hook. It's just too small of a number, in my opinion. Should be 42. So I'll take those 12 points proudly. So we're going Alabama minus 30.5 at home against South Florida. Captain by a hook. College football bets for week 2. We're going Michigan at home against those Texas Longhorns. Hook 'em. I'll take the hook. Plus 7.5 at home for Michigan Wolverines. I like it. I love it. And I want some more of it. Iowa taking on Iowa State. Give me Iowa minus 2 and the hook. As long as that number is under 3, I feel like I gotta bet it. Iowa at home minus the 2.5. I'll go ahead and bet that this game is at least 3 or more, and Iowa wins it. And then let's lay the heavy favorite on Saturday nights. Alabama taking on South Florida, baby. Give me the minus 30 and the hook on Alabama. The Crimson Tide will keep on keeping on and keep on rolling, rolling, rolling down. Alabama minus 30.5, baby. We'll wrap that up. So we're going Iowa minus 2.5, Michigan plus 7.5, and Alabama minus 30 and a half. Please take all wagers at your own risk, and please, please gamble responsibly. Man, please. All about the bready like ham and cheese. Captain by a hook. How you love that. Before I give out these bets for tonight and get the heck up on out of here, I do want to look at the NFL just to see if anything moving, grooving. See if there's anything we need to take care of today. Anything we need to jump on it, jump on it. Bringing the energy, baby. Hump day. Ravens, Chiefs still 3. The Packers getting some money put on them. 2.5 now. That thing moves from 3 to 2.5. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I can't tell y'all how pissed off I am. And it's on me. I can't be mad at nobody. Nobody else, buddy. Nobody but me. Why ain't nobody tell me this damn game Friday night was in Brazil? They got the Eagles priced like it's in Philly. There's no home field advantage in Brazil, bruh. If anything, I would think the Packers historically have a broader fan base. I'm guessing here. Packers +3. Should have took it while I could. This thing moved down to +2.5. I found that out last night. I said they playing in Brazil. And it's -3. What the hell? And I'm guessing I'm not the only one who found out last night because this thing moved down to +205. Still juice to the Eagles. If that 3 comes back, I'm gonna be coming off the top rope. Steelers. You can get the hook on them now. Oh, I like that. Same thing with Jacksonville. Hold on. These lines are grooving and moving, man. Titans. That stays the same. Sorry. Steelers +3.5 against the Falcons. It was 3 yesterday, and I loved it. Now it's 3.5. Glad I didn't take it yet. That's one of the games I had a feeling would move against me, which is what I want. But give me a 4. Give me a 4.5. I got the Steelers. Man. Falcons winning by more than 3? Yeah, all right. Think these Steelers are going to be a lot better than people expect. Steelers +3.5. You got to do it. Jacksonville, they're now 3.5. Both of these games, by the way, Steelers, Falcons, Jaguars, Dolphins, opened at 2.5. They're moving. Now they're at 3.5. I like Jacksonville outright against the Dolphins in week 1. I like these Steelers outright against the Falcons in week 1. I tell you what I like even more than that. The +3.5, the +3.5. Both of those games got the hook on them now. I'm hooked. Uh, Bengals. I guess this is some Jamar Chase news. Is there any other news? I guess everybody's overreacting to the running back situation. I don't know what the hell going on. But this line opened at 8.5, moved to 9.5. Now all of a sudden it's back to 7.5. I tell you what, you give me a 6.5. I'm coming off the top rope, baby. 7.5 now. Bengals favorite over the New England Patriots. I don't get it. Maybe I do get it. It's week 1. People are betting dogs. Everybody got that ass whoop last year betting favorites. They're like, all right, I get it now. No, trust me, man. You take the money and you bet the dogs plus the points. You're getting points. Yeah, Ricky, we know. Yeah, we understand. Plus anything with the Patriots, I just couldn't do it, bro. This game could be 24-0 by half, honestly. If you believe in Drake May, go ahead and put your money on the Patriots plus the points. But that's something that I wouldn't even advise a crackhead to do. One of my favorite line movements. Hey, now I said Colts Texans are one of my favorite overs at 49.5, but that is the highest over on the weekend. Same thing with the Dolphins. They were 49.5. Both of these games moved down to 48.5. Both of them down to 48.5. Probably jump on that today. Texans Colts over 48.5. Still waiting to get that +3 on the Colts, and it looks like it's coming. It looks like it's coming. Oh my God. Saints. Money's coming in on the Panthers. That was a good one. 4.5. I know the Saints are going to win. I said if the Saints lose, I'll shave the beard. And I also know the Saints weren't going to cover. This is going to be a 1 point, 2 point game. But money coming in on the Panthers. +4.5. Now moved to +3.5. Intriguing, to say the least. This line's been moving all week back and forth from 6.5 to 5.5. Bills 6.5 point favorites against the Cardinals. Against the Cardinals. Oh my God. Money coming in on the Commanders. What? What are these people doing? Past that shit, man. Commanders now +3.5 on the road against the Buccaneers with the rookie quarterback and not a damn thing else going for them. I mean, hot ham. Holy coyote, Batman. Money coming in heavy on the Niners as well. That line moved from 3.5 to 4.5. Niners favored at home. Man, man, man. Gonna be a great weekend. Great weekend, buddy. Anyway, we'll talk some more football tomorrow, about an hour. Break down every game with my man JC to the P. Woo! Excited, baby. Turned up. Anyway, favorite part of the show for everybody. I need somebody, anybody, hit me with the horns. All right, this is crazy. Haven't made this many bets in a single day in a while. Try to talk myself out of it. I said, self, don't do it. You can't do it. I said, hey, self, the numbers say do it. I'm going to do it. This is baseball, baby. We're going to start off with the late slate, work our way backwards. Start off with the late slate and work our way backwards. Diamondbacks. I just want to say this. The Giants are starting a pitcher with the last name of Bird Song. You got to love that. I'm gonna take the Diamondbacks, baby, on the money line minus 142. Oh yeah, give me that over 7.5. This over 7.5 might be the best play of the day, analytics wise. Projections for these teams to score 11 plus runs. So we're gonna take the over on the Diamondbacks, Giants, over 7.5 there on the Diamondbacks, and the Giants. Also, give me the Diamondbacks money line on it. You got to lay about 140 for it, but I like Gallon. He's getting in playoff mode. This Diamondbacks bats are hot. Um, I think we see a beautiful 9-3, 10-2 victory for the Diamondbacks. Working our way back up. 7 o'clock game. That's a 9 o'clock game. We got the Yankees with Stroman on the mound taking on the Rangers with Eovaldi. Ha! This is a tough one. I'm gonna take this one off. I hate betting the Yankees games. I was gonna take the over. If you want to know, I was gonna take over 8.5. Okay, I'm not doing it. You can't do it. Just get out of here. Guardians. This is another one that scares me, but the Kansas City Royals deserve it. Seth Lugo. More like Seth, you go let up a bunch of runs. The Guardians plus 116 on the money line. I like it. I love it. I want some more. Cardinals, Brewers. They've been having a fun series this week. Every game going over. Let's continue the trend. Last night it did take extra innings. Had to sweat that thing out. Woo! 3-3 going into the 10th. But they got the over anyway. Cardinals, Brewers, over 7.5 minus 122. I'll take the juice on that. Mets, the Metropolitans. Made a lot of money off them last night at plus 158 on the run line. I'm just gonna ride them, baby. Ride them. Bet them the last few days. Let's keep it rolling. We're gonna take Mets on the money line minus 106. I also kind of like this over. Uh, I can see Tyler Miguel getting towed up by the Red Sox. They finally getting a splash and lightning and getting some runs. I could also see the Mets staying hot and getting some runs them damn self. So over 8 might be the best play, but I'm just gonna take the Mets money line. Red Sox, like I said, last 4 games have scored a combined 5 points. So that's kind of what's keeping me away from this over, even though the Mets have been hot. Um, so we're just gonna take the Mets on the money line there. Houston, the Astros. They're taking on a feisty Reds team. I think the Astros can get them and get them early. Astros need to bounce back. Not that they've been playing horrible. They've just been playing a little sloppy. Let's get the Astros bouncing back tonight. Minus 1.5 on the run line, plus 116. I like the money line too, minus 134. Um, yeah. I feel like I'm getting greedy, and it's only plus 116. I shouldn't. I should just take the minus 134, lay the juice, watch them win 5-4, and be happy. Watch them win 5-4 and be happy. This is a fun one. Phillies, Blue Jays scored 19 last night. Let's see if they can get 9 tonight. We're gonna take the over 8 on the Phillies and the Blue Jays, baby. There you go. 7 of them. 7 of them things. WNBA action just moved in front of my very eyes. Early in the show, I gave out Fever minus the 12. Fever minus 12 and a half now is the bet. I like it. I also like Caitlin Clark's over. Sitting at 21 and a half. She's been going crazy. Kelsey Mitchell's at 21 and a half too. Both of them been going crazy. I'm not gonna take that though. Just give me the minus 12 because I can see them up 30, up 40 in the third and fourth quarter and not even playing. So in the WNBA, we're gonna take the minus 12 and a half on the Fever. Man, Captain by a hook with the red beard. Recap today's bets in the Diamond, the MLB. We're gonna go over 7.5. The Diamondbacks, the Giants. Also, give me those Diamondbacks to win it on the money line minus 142. Give me Cleveland, the Guardians, Royals, 7 game losing streak. Give me the plus money on the Guardians. Seth Lugo's on the mound for the Royals. More like Seth Lugo. You gonna let up a bunch of runs? We're also going to take the over 7.5 on the Cardinals Brewers. They've been hitting the over all week. Been a fun series over there in Milwaukee. I'll take the over uno más tiempo. That's one more time for the non-Espanol speakers. Give me the Astros on the run line, minus 1.5 plus 116 against the Reds. If you want to be smarter than me, just take the minus 134 on the money line. I can definitely see them winning 5-4 and breaking my heart. The New York Metropolitans, one of the hottest teams in baseball, winners of 6 in a row. Hey, I'll take it. They're playing one of the coldest teams in baseball in Boston. Well, scored 5 runs over the last 4 games combined. Give me the Metropolitans, New York Mets, minus 106 on the money line. We're going to take the over 8, Phillies, Blue Jays. That's a 2 o'clock pitch. I know I said it last, but it's one of the first games of the day. Over 8 on Phillies Blue Jays. And then WNBA action. Only one game tonight. We got these Sparks taking on the Fever. Give me the Fever minus 12 and the hook, baby. I think this is going to be a 30-point game. I'm thinking like 102 to 71, 102 to 67. The Sparks just don't have offense, man. They don't have an offense that's going to score north of 65 usually. Definitely not going to keep up with the Fever, who will probably put up 95 plus on them. Kind of like the over, but I feel like the Sparks will sell it. Like I said, this could definitely be a 102 to 67 game. Over sitting at 174 right now. I'm going to take the Fever minus 12.5 on the hardwood. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Thank you for the love. And thank you for the support. It's Captain by a hook with the red beard. I'm Rowan Donaghy, aka Rowan Dobbs, going live right here Monday through Friday. I love it, man. Thank y'all for everything. Please take all of these wagers at your own risk. And please, please gamble responsibly. Dobbs.